Four-year-old Western Pleasure entries for the World Championship this Friday morning at the Jog Please Jog. Richard Wright handles the call of our four-year-old class. Steve Davis and Judd will officiate as well. Thank you. Now walk, please. Walk, please. Lope, please. Lope. Riders, thank you. Down to the walk, please. And now reverse and walk, please. Reverse and walk. Wonderful group of four-year-olds in their Western Pleasure World Championship here today. Reverse and walk, please. Lope, please. Lope. Transition now to the jog, please, riders. Four-year-olds to the jog. Lining up, if you would, please now jog right on in. And the traditional lineup is the destination now for our 4-year-old Western pleasure entries. You may jog right on in. Would like to have 6 up at the gate end of our Coliseum ring and 6 down at the presentation area. If you would, please. So 3 more up here at the gate and the balance of our 12 down at the presentation end. For the entries now that have backed and are currently lined up head to tail, we would like those attendants only. And please be careful as you run down to the front, showing respect for the group still in the lineup. Now for the balance of our group head to tail, I'd like to have those attendants and saddles will be coming off. Confirmation, a major part of our Western Pleasure World Championship from the 4-year-old division. Judges now start their confirmation evaluation in the lineup down at the presentation end of our ring with that first group. Well, our judges continue their evaluation in the lineup of a great group of 4-year-old Western pleasure entries. Would like to let you know that if you are planning on entering and showing in the lead line class, that will be our first class, I believe, this evening, and you have not done so, those entries are due by 4 p.m. this afternoon. So just about 11:45 right now. Up until 4 o'clock, they will be accepting entries for the lead line class as our first class here on Friday night. So if you would, take time, stop by the horse show office and make your lead line entries, please. For the group now that has finished up with their confirmation judging and you've resaddled, you may mount. Riders up. Once you're up and settled, a quarter turn to the rail so that your numbers show to the middle, please. Second group now, riders up. Riders, thank you very much. An outstanding group of 4-year-olds in this Western Pleasure World Championship. You may relax for just a moment, retiring down to the gate end of our Coliseum Arena. World Championship plaque, sponsored by the Fire Stables Equestrians of Lenexa, Kansas. The cooler has been sponsored by the Mirabel of Morgan Horse Farm, Colleen Baptiste of Billborough, Ontario, Canada. The World Champion halter, donated by SmartPack. Had a very, very nice group with a total of 12 showing in the junior campaign for the Western Pleasure entries. It's time to meet the 4-year-old Western Pleasure World Champion today. All 3 judges agree it is a unanimous win for Rick Gervasio. Rick wears 824, it's Bears Necessity. State of Florida lays claim to the 4-year-old Western Pleasure World Championship. Brenda Matusik and the Latour Morgans of Florida. Rick Gervasio jogs to the winner's circle as the undisputed champion. Reserve now on all 3 cards. It is 593. Here's Tommy Garland. OTM, Be Still My Heart for Brooklyn Shingledecker of Centerville, Michigan. Tommy, congratulations, a nice ride. Reserve world champion in the 4-year-old division. Balance of the awards now with Jerome Parker in the center ring. Very nice 3rd place award for 892. Here's Suit and Tie with Daryl Hobson. Christina Rashlow, Spokane, Washington. Up for the 4th, 109. Here's Spring Mill Rocket Man. Shanna Gish rides for the Spring Mill Morgans LLC of Indianapolis, Indiana. 5th to entry number 73. Here's Jazz Time Playdate. Susan Morey rides the entry for Nancy Jewell in Desert Hills, Arizona. 73 into 5th. 6 to 810. Here's Corinthian Touch of Frost. Jeff Bessie rides the Nicole Smith Gorky entry of Eden, New York into the 6th position. 7th going to Java Joe. Here's 735 for the Kobilar Morgans of East Haven, Connecticut. Travis Neidlinger and Java Joe into 7th. 8th is 741. Here's Trebles Mitsified. Entry of Margaret Smith. She rides for Carl and Julian Smith of Durham, North Carolina. 9th for the 4-year-olds going to 202. It's BCT, Gentlemen's Foxy Lady. Karen Bessel from Belle Plaine, Minnesota. And the 10th and final ribbon winner, that goes to 725. It's Oregon Country Flash. Andy Marlette for the Stolen Aces Farm of Las Vegas to finish in 10th. Two beautiful 4-year-old Western Pleasure entries. Ladies and gentlemen, salute both the Reserve World Champion first, then the champion, Tommy Garland, with a beautiful trip on Be Still My Heart. Starred by OTM Total Eclipse and out of the mare Outgroves Night Dreams, owned by Berkeley Lynn Shingledecker and ridden by Tommy Garland. Rick Gervasio, congratulations, a unanimous world championship in the 4-year-old Western Pleasure division, sired by Rowenda Boogie on Down out of Outrageous Temptation, bred by the Bearmans, Michael and Amy Bearman, Brandon Matusik, and the Latour Morgans of Florida, the owners, Rick Gervasio and Bears Necessity, the world's 4-year-old Western Pleasure champion.